Ivy League slate here this evening in New York City. We are at Levian Gymnasium on the Upper West Side. It's Penn and Columbia to open up Ivy League dual action, and we're getting into it right away at 149 pounds. We're leaping a few classes. It is Rich Fedalen for Columbia, Cross Wasilewski for Penn. I'm alongside Maya Latona. I am Harris Eisberg. Glad you're with us, Maya. We were talking about it a little bit right before we opened the show. Ivy League duels, a little bit of a mindset change. You want to look at it like another match, but you're likely going to see some of these guys towards the future. Tell us why.
Yeah, this match is important because we have a lot of guys who are looking towards the Ivy League season, looking to punch their ticket into the big dance. And so right now you're just kind of feeling guys out, understanding what their mindset is going into this tournament and making adjustments as you go. So keeping track of, hey, what does my guy like to get to? How does he like to move through his ties? Taking those notes so that adjustments can be made later down the line to be successful at the Ivy League tournament.
Coaches' polls came out earlier this week. Penn with 7 wrestlers ranked, Columbia with 3. Cross Wasilewski comes in at number 16 at 149 pounds.
Both wrestlers kind of getting a feel for each other here. You can see both guys kind of hand fighting here, looking for inside control, pulling on that head. Rich Fedalen has been previously a big name in Greco. He loves his upper underhooks and stuff like that. And now we have Penn in on a shot, picking it up on a single, running the pipe down. He's looking for his 3 points on the outside. But it's called out of bounds here. Oh, no, they're giving the 3 right on the edge.
And bench wanted 3, a late call. They'll give it to Cross Wasilewski, who has won 7 straight matches. Fedalen is coming off the Franklin and Marshall Open, where he went 4-1. Mentioned his Greco-Roman background at 2023 U.S. Open first place finish. Starts on bottom here, just over 30 seconds in.
Yeah, Rich here looking to build up. Good forward pressure. Rich looking to fight hands here as he's starting to build up. Wasilewski's keeping good control, and now Rich is up to his feet, trying to fight that hand, and I believe they're going to call it out of bounds. They're going to reset. Right off the whistle, Wasilewski's keeping a good forward pressure on Rich, kind of going for a thigh pry and looking to fight hands there, trying to break him down. Rich doing a good job of keeping his base. We'll see how they restart here.
Wasilewski, early impressions. Good as a freshman, 12-3 on his first season collegiately. Fedalen looking for an escape point.
Wasilewski in on that leg, trying to lift. Rich doing a good job of keeping his base as they get on the edge over here.
Fedalen went down back to his base, so he's able to stay sturdy, but Wasilewski trying to break him down. Some hip control.
Both guys fighting hands here. We're going to reset once again. That riding time is close to a minute now, 59 seconds.
Get 1 point for over a minute of riding time. That will be determined at the end of the match.
And a caution on red here. Looks like Wasilewski started right before the whistle began. As they get reset here, we'll see what kind of adjustments Rich can make, and we'll see if Wasilewski can capitalize on these positions.
Wasilewski, a 3-time NJ State Place winner in his prep career. Looking for the high ride on Fedalen. Now he picks the ankle.
They're going to go out of bounds once again. Wasilewski doing a good job on his mat returns. Seems to like that single leg mat return right there. Getting hip control and then bringing him right back down to the mat. This time he dropped both legs.
So, Maya, slow start to this one, just over a minute and a half in. A lot of action on the outside. Is this a situation where Wasilewski wants to pick up the pace maybe, just up 3-0, or is it still too early?
Yeah, he's looking to score on top here, right? He's breaking Rich down a little bit better now, getting control, looking to get his pinning combinations. Rich was doing a good job of getting to his feet, and so, you know, Wasilewski, the only real answer there is to bring him right back down. So that kind of in-between position is always more in favor of Rich Fedalen trying to get up and get his 1 point, but as we're seeing right now, Wasilewski's doing a really good job of making those adjustments and finding his breakdowns a little more easily. Rich getting back up to his feet, and Wasilewski just bringing him right back down.
Mentioned Wasilewski's overall record at 12-3. Fedalen at 16-8. It's called out of play once again. Fedalen ranked number 33 in the Intermat rankings. He entered those rankings last month. Hungry for a victory, potentially to get into the coaches' polls next week. Columbia with 3 wrestlers ranked among the NCAA coaches.
Rich right back up to his feet again. We'll see if Wasilewski can bring back down.
Fedalen was up quickly, then goes back down. More action on the outside.
Hard ride here by Wasilewski, doing a really good job. Good forward pressure, keeping his ties underneath. Rich looking to circle back in potentially, get his point, but Wasilewski doing a good job of keeping him in front of him. And they're going to go back out once again. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the ride time now, 11 seconds left in this second period.
So Wasilewski just keeping control here to start up 3-0 as we approach the end of period 1. A lot of action on the outside. Wasilewski in great control with a thigh ride here. Trying to shut out Fedalen for the first period, and it looks like he will as Wasilewski spins around with control, and that's the end of 1.
2 minutes and 30 seconds of ride time. That's going to be hard to reverse. He's going to need a little bit more than a minute and a half on ride time, Rich. A good single in right there. He picks it up, he brings it up, he runs the pipe, and then he looks for his 3 points on the edge. You can see he drags his feet right down there and gets his 3 points. And now we're setting up top bottom again. Rich on top this time, trying to reverse that ride time as best as he can. He's running a hard ride on the upper body here, trying to drag him back down. Looks like Wasilewski has gotten back up to his feet just a little bit, and Rich does a good job of bringing him back down. We're seeing that ride time go back down, and Wasilewski has a foot here. He's elevating it, and he gets his point. 0-4.
An escape from Wasilewski, had control of Fedelen's right ankle to get out of that. 4-0 now in favor of Wasilewski. Now riding time stalls at 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Rich doing a good job of getting in on his hand fight here. Hard clubs by both guys. Rich looking to dig for that underhook. In on a high crotch is Wasilewski, and clean finish. Gets another 3 points.
High shot from Wasilewski, 7-0.
And now he's got a trap arm, looking for trap arm tilt, it looks like here. Almost had exposure on that first attempt. Rich looking to clear his arm. Wasilewski getting good forward pressure on Rich. And he's prying at those hands right now. Looking to potentially collect again for that ride.
Pretty much a similar situation as in the first period, except Fedalen not up on his base, and Wasilewski just keeping control of Fedalen right along the hips. Getting further on the outside, Fedalen trying to wiggle his way, maybe all the way to the outside to get a whistle, and there's a stall. Riding time now over 3 minutes for Cross Wasilewski, freshman from Parsippany, New Jersey.
His riding time is locked down, so it's going to be 0-8 now. 13 seconds to get that escape. Looking for a reversal here. Wasilewski, good change of action, looking to the front side double for that finish, keeping him down. And that'll do it for this second period. This third period, correct?
End of 2. Over 3 minutes of riding time for Wasilewski. So if there's no more points earned, he'll earn that riding time point. That makes it an 8-0 score, which will be a major decision victory to kick things off for Penn in the opening action of Ivy League duels.
Wasilewski's opting for an optional start. So he's going to put his hands on Richard's back, essentially give him that escape.
What's the benefit of that for Wasilewski to start with that option start?
Realistically, the riding time is locked away, and it seems that he can't really turn him when he's on top. So the more logical explanation would be to look to get more points via takedown. And so, he figures he's taken him down twice. He could probably take him down a third or fourth time and rack up those points and solidify that major decision. There's about 1:30 left in this round, and as we've seen, Wasilewski hit a really nice head inside single and then shifted to his high crotch on the other side. So he's working both sides of the body, and as a freshman, it's pretty impressive what he's been able to do in this match, considering Richard is pretty seasoned in his couple of years at Columbia. Back in on that high crotch is Wasilewski with a clean finish here, and he's going to cut him and give him his 1 point to rack up another takedown. Richard needs to get his offense going if he wants to be able to keep that major decision off.
Wasilewski pretty much in clear major decision territory the way he's been wrestling thus far. He's going in for another shot on Fedalen's left leg.
Good sweep single attempt here, and he's looking to finish at the edge of the mat. Rich trying to hold him off, and they're going to call that out of bounds, and they're going to stay neutral. 2-10 here, including the writing time. That's 2-11.
Great showing from freshman Cross Wasilewski here against Fedalen, who's experienced. He's a junior.
Richard here with inside control. Wasilewski on the outside. Richard looking to potentially get to his offense. We'll see if he can get some of those underhooks going that we like to see from him. Wasilewski doing a good job of keeping his hands right back inside. Every time Rich tries to dig in, he clears out that underhook. Good fakes here by Wasilewski. A little slide-by attempt, and looks for a leg again, gets it.
Going for another single was Wasilewski. Nicely defended. Fedalen sprawling back. Now 5 seconds to go, and Cross Wasilewski's going to have himself a major decision victory here to kick things off for Penn. Really impressive showing from the freshman.
Indeed.
So again, we started at 149. We will go forward from there, but first we'll run it back for Cross Wasilewski. We'll get a replay here as they rave the R from Wasilewski. What did he do so well in this one? Obviously a lot of control on the mat, but was able to get some early shots in the second and third.
Yeah, he was moving really well to his shots. He had inside control, and then he fired away on those high crotches and those head inside singles. You can see that high crotch from a little bit of a distance, but he was able to knee slide and kind of cover that space.